Previously on First or Eighth.
Can we see the word glitched out? I need to type it out.
Okay, Pocky.
Gold?
What? I'm taking 100 points off of Giant Slayer off of this one.
Oh my god.
Fizz.
Is it the correct answer? No.
Wait, it's not fizz?
Wait, what? I'm so lost.
Wait, weapon, fish, dash.
Did you say pipe?
Yeah, I said pipe.
It is a pipe.
Where's the fish?
Okay, I'm getting a thing. Okay, Cass is coming in. He's gonna explain it.
Look, guys. Look. Common bonds. These three things. It doesn't have to be just describing one thing, but there is a weapon called a pike. There's a fish called a pike.
Oh, that's so cool. That is.
I just guessed 4.
Is it 4?
It was 4.
Bro, wait,
It
what?
sure is.
Why? What? I don't understand. Wait, what?
I love this one. So this one was made by Chikorita. Draw sketches, and then other people are going to be guessing them. Paper Sculpting created that burglar dango. This is actually like okay.
What?
I'm so lost. What even is this?
Purple TFT, green and Summoner's Rift. Void's doing, I think, the P-God and Soju method. The worse you do, the lower you sit.
Ramus?
Is
It's not
Ramus?
Ramus, like, he just goes on the bank itself. He just bombs the bank itself.
If Soju was a life coach, what would be something he would tell you?
Quit your job and start streaming full time.
Emily Wang? Scar.
I'll put milk there for fun.
If this is the right answer.
Are you ready?
Oh, no!
On the board. I like this.
I'm blind.
Oh, I need some more time too. Can we get some more
I don't
time?
play
No.
TFT.
Isn't your pinned tweet a Valorant clip?
Oh, yes. I'm like 90% intuitive player. I don't read anything.
What was the last book you read?
It's holes. In 3rd grade. I got you. Don't worry about it.
I'm so...
It's holes in 3rd grade.
What about Robin's TFT handbook, huh? Does that one count?
It does. It's a...
It does?
No,
Okay,
can-
well, I haven't
yeah.
read that, so.
How many units were remaining?
I fucking sent it. Let's fucking go!
First trait. It is the last listed trait.
I don't
You
read it.
legitimately
Okay.
Name one of the 2 Vex hero augments. See you later, voice.
Wait, what? Listen, if the meta was balanced, I wouldn't even touch Vex. But I had to.
Wait,
Wait, I spelled it wrong. Wait.
I'm dead. I'm gonna pick 12.
14! Actually, look at this! I was wrong!
Let's go!
It was!
First, I'd like to give a shout out to my opponents, Pocky and Voicens. Set 8.5. Oh, it's mid,
Yeah.
mid AF.
Alright. Hello everyone, and welcome back to First or Eighth. My name is Boopasaurusrex, and I'm here with a good crew of some pretty great TFT players as well. We are going to go ahead and talk to them a little bit more after we kind of see a cool little video. But before we get there, let's go ahead and go down the line real quick. So, Bossoskills, tell me about yourself. Why are you here?
I'm here to win. I need my golden spatula, and I'm gonna get it.
What are you gonna do with the golden spatula?
Probably make some bomb breakfast scrambled eggs.
Hell yeah! All right, Milala sitting in the middle there. Tell me why you're here.
I guess I'm just here to have a good time, spend some time with my friends. But I got like a little half day at work, so I guess that's always a good thing.
Nice. So Wasian, he called you your friend. What's it like to have those?
I don't know, it feels pretty good. I'm glad to have Milala in my back pocket.
All right, well, we'll get to talk to you guys a little bit more, but first, we have a little fun video for you.
Okay, sorry I'm late. I stayed up all night. I finally have an idea that can top the Season 2 video. I've got it. We're going to do a beautiful superhero movie. The visuals are gonna be gorgeous. I have James Cameron directing, the audio immaculate. It's gonna be Hans Zimmer on the score. I even got Pedro Pascal to play Shadow Mortdog. And guess who I got to be the voice of a chunk superhero?
Who, Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt! is coming in.
Hold up, Cass. Look, I love where your head's at, but I just don't think we have the budget for this. I mean, this is usually just a meme video with an A-gun plushie as the villain.
Well, I was hoping that we could put, Marvel and DC to shame, but what do we have to work with?
Well, I got the budget right here.
Yeah, I can work with that.
The bustling city of Spatulapolis, home to millions of chatters and streamers alike. But where heroes roam, so do threats to our very existence.
I'm faster reaction than all of you.
Okay. It's never an eighth when you've got Spatula Shark to save the day. Equipped with his famous weapon, the Golden Spatula. He's here to defend against low rolls, bad RNG, tiebreakers, kaiju, and more. Get yours now.
Spatula Shark has small parts that may be dangerous for players ranked 10th or lower. Parent supervision required for all players who would be considered Disneyland. Spatula Shark does not actually defend against low rolls, bad RNG, or tiebreakers. Wisdom is not liable for any harm brought upon the user.
Such amazing content from this team, and amazing acting. If Oscars aren't on, in the future for y'all, I would be very, very upset. But more importantly, we're also here for $500 and a never-before-seen, one-of-a-kind golden spatula. If you don't finish in first place, unfortunately, you go home with absolutely nothing. So that might be familiar for some of you guys. But anyway, as we go into the first game, I want to go ahead and talk to y'all a little bit more about this, about today. So, Bosso, I hear you have a shirt preference when you do come on to get on camera. Can you tell us about the relationship you have with this shirt?
Oh, I mean, it's really comfortable. Funny story about this shirt. Actually, my mom got it as a Christmas present for my dad, but then my dad didn't want it, so I just ended up getting the shirt. And then I got it when I was in high school, and the first time I wore it to high school, some girl complimented me on it, and I was like, damn, this shirt is lit, and so it's my favorite shirt, and so I wear it when I'm on the show.
Hell yeah. You know what? That's a great answer. I mean, I totally get it. So, Milala, what do you think of his shirt?
I like it. I like it. Honestly, I think the past few times he streamed, he's wearing that shirt, so I could tell he likes it too.
Nice. And then Wasian, same question to you. Is this the only shirt he owns? That's that's nice that you've ever seen him in?
Oh, I think this might be the only one I've ever seen him in.
That is absolutely hilarious, and he's been wearing it since high school, which even makes it better. So, you know what? A compliment goes a long way. Everyone in chat, if there's one thing we just learned, is a compliment will stick with you for the next 5 years of your life. So let's go ahead and see if I can compliment y'all on your brains here upcoming on our first game, which is going to be Strongest Board. So this one's going to be a game that's pretty familiar to a lot of us. It's going to, it's something that, a game that we watch a lot in the afternoon. So this is going to be where we're going to have different categories, and everyone is going to have about 20 seconds to buzz in the answer. The person who buzzes in first is going to be able to answer first, and if they get the answer correct, they'll get the points listed on the question. This repeats until all 12 of the questions have been answered or failed by the player. So answers are all going to be said out loud, and if you're incorrect, you are going to lose full points. So the question is, can you get negative points? The answer is yes, and you will have to make those up potentially at the end of the game. And remember, these are out loud here, so there's no typing in your Discords just yet. So, and also, if you don't answer correctly, the person who buzzes in second will be the one to get the next opportunity to answer. Any questions on that? We got all appropriate websites up. Okay, let's go ahead and go to our first game, and I'm going to pick the category first, and it's always top left, which is words in infinitime. So the answer will contain letters in the word infinitime. We're going to start with 50 points. This is decided by what compositions people play and is influenced by what performs the best. All right, Wasian, that was quick.
Oh yeah, I think it's meta.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and see the meta. That is the correct answer. And so, what a great start. That's probably the fastest anyone's ever answered a question here on First or Eighth. Let's go ahead and give you the board, so now you can choose any category that is not the 50 points in the Infinity, but everything else is up for grabs.
I'll go 100 points, words in Infinity.
All right, 100 points, words in Infinity. I'm still reacting internally about how fast you did that. According to lore, Draven gained a lot of this in his life, but unlike other champions, okay, Bosso, oh my goodness.
Good question, we didn't even read the prompt.
I think it's fame.
All right, is that the correct answer? It sure is. I'm not sure a group has ever gotten two of these right, so this is intense already. So you have the board now. Same thing I said about Wasian. You know what to do.
I'll go Infinity for 200.
All right, we're going to complete the category. Infinity for 200. If Warwick benefits from one of his hero augments, he'll probably never experience this. Words in Infinity. All right, Bosso.
I think it's famine.
Is it famine? That is wild.
Stay free,
That's
boss.
absolutely wild. All right. I would be scared if I were y'all at this point. Okay, let's go ahead and see our next category. We have Common Bonds, Who Am I, and Before and After.
Let's go Common Bonds 50.
All right, so all of these things are going to have something in common. Claw, water, and gold. Claw, water, and gold. What answer might bring all three of those words together? Milala, if you want to start playing the game, now might be a great time.
These prompts are too hard. I actually don't get it.
I know, right? Okay. Anyone want to go for it?
Do you lose points
All
if
right,
you get it
doesn't
wrong?
look like it. Yeah, you do lose points for getting it wrong.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I say I'm a bad influence. Don't ever listen to me. All right, go ahead and see the answer. It's ergot.
Oh
You got the
my
claw, you got
God.
water
Wait.
and gold.
Wait, that was actually hella easy.
Oh, okay.
You know, sometimes the answer is what is it? Occam's razor. The simplest thing is probably the answer, right? Go ahead and pick again.
I'll go Common Bonds 100.
Common bonds for 100. Sports, luck, and new. Sports. All right, Bosso.
I'm gonna go mascot.
Okay, you're gonna go mascot. Each one of these do have a mascot. This is okay. This is gonna be a great episode. All right.
Thank God he was faster, because I was gonna say the wrong thing.
Good. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes you get bailed out by the person with the points. Now you're 200 points closer, right? Or 100 points closer. All right. Go ahead. Same thing.
I'm gonna go Common Bonds for 200.
Okay. Here we go. You know we're not on the main channel because Pokemon, Overwatch, and Fire. Pokemon, Overwatch, and Fire. This is actually a really, really good question. Whoever wrote this one. 8 seconds. We got Bosso at 400 points, almost a perfect score so far. Anyone want to try? All right, Wasian.
Okay, I'll just go for it. I don't know what the Overwatch relation is, but I'll say Ash.
All right, is Ash
it's
the answer?
Ash.
It
What?
is. All right, so Ash is a sniper in Overwatch, the one with the gray hair. Yeah. So good stuff. So Wasian, you've got the board in 2 categories, fresh for you to pick from.
I'll go before and after, 50 points.
Before and after, 50 points, my favorite category when it's on the show, the regular show, everything. This blast of gloom might sometimes pass through all enemies, but at least it's safe to plug things into. Gonna have to know the name of an ability here. The blast of gloom might sometimes pass through all enemies, but at least it's safe to plug things into. Blast of gloom. All right, it looks like we're gonna let this one go. All right, let's go ahead and see the answer here. Shadow Surge Protector. Gotta think outside the box on this one. This one's like not the Occam's razor, I feel like. All right, so we know kind of how that category goes to you. It tends to help with 100 and 200. Weijin, what's your next choice?
Let's go before and after 100.
All right, before and after 100 points. A young girl visits a whole team of supernatural beings in order to give them ability power as they visit an old abandoned amusement park in this Studio Ghibli film. A young girl visits a whole team of supernatural beings in order to give them ability power as they visit an old abandoned amusement park in this Studio Ghibli film. Studio Ghibli's actually building an amusement park, I think. That's going to be awesome once that's done. All right. Seems like once we move away from TFT and go into the more general questions, we're having a little bit of a harder time.
Oh, I feel like
Milala, checking for life. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
What is it?
I would go like burning Spirited Away.
Oh.
Is the answer burning Spirited Away? Yes, it is. So this is going to be good. I'm excited for this. Great answer. Good snipe on that one. You have the board for the first time.
I'm gonna go Who Am I 50.
Who am I? Anyone who knows where that movie's from? Who am I? Okay. My sequence always follows the same pattern, ending in a crescendo. Who am I? Milala.
I'm gonna go Sona.
Is it Sona? Only you can hear me, Summoner. Yes, it is going to be Sona as you bring up the points. Everything is very, very, very close so far. Let's go ahead and give you the board once again. 3 more questions out there.
I'll go Who Am I for 200.
Who am I for 200? You won't find this rose anywhere besides underneath the desert. Oh, great. That's great. That's a great question. This was a phenomenal way of doing this. Bossoskills!
I'm gonna go LeBlanc.
Is it LeBlanc? No, it's our first wrong answer of the day, which is absolutely wild. Y'all should be actually really proud of yourselves. Milala and Weijin, anything that you want to add here?
Oh, I'm just gonna play it safe. I don't know the answer.
All right, let's go ahead and reveal the answer. Bossoskills, you didn't clock the desert part of it, because Samira is from the desert.
I think there's a LeBlanc voice line that says the desert rose blooms once more. So that's where I got it from.
You know what? Okay, you know what? We're gonna double check that, because if you're right about that.
Oh no, I'm wrong. It's the black rose. It's the black rose, not desert rose.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's my fault.
Anyone else just singing "Seal" in their head? Kiss from the rose on the grave. Ooh. Okay, you guys are too young. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next question. I think it's Milala.
I'll go Who Am I 100.
All right, here we go. This oh, we already got this one. We'll reset just real quick. Because this one was Shadow Surge Protector. After centuries of imprisonment, this former champion of Shurima needs no allies to stand with him on the Convergence. Bossoskills.
I fucking troll.
Just give it up.
Do you have an answer?
Do I lose points if I don't guess? Still?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's how the game works. All right, I'll give you 3 seconds.
You
might as well say something.
I don't know.
No. Is the answer Ezreal?
I think it's not Shurima.
Ezreal, very well known for his centuries of imprisonment. Looks great coming out of that. I need to know that skincare routine. Milala, Weijin, anyone else that you want to guess for this one? All right, let's go ahead and move on and see the answer. It is Aatrox for this one.
Oh, wait.
I was thinking it.
Aatrox. One of the greatest Key and Peele sketches of all time, Aaron. All right, let's go ahead and go to the last question, which is before and after for 200 points. Nar's ability not only makes him mad, but also allows him to rock out to the voice of Zach De La Rocha, part of a popular band formed in the 90s. This is a I don't think they're old enough for this question, friends.
I have absolutely no clue.
That was actually that was a big hint. All right, Nar's ability not only makes him mad, but allows him to rock out to the voice of Zach de la Rocha, part of a popular band formed in the 90s. We're working hard for these 200. Do you know the band? I'll give you 100 points. Anyone know the band? No? Okay.
I think I know the first part, but I don't know the last part. So.
All right, let's go ahead and see the answer. I'm sad no one even knew the band. It's Rage Against the Machine. Robo Rage Against the Machine. I think if you honestly, Wajan, if you had Robo Rage, I think if you had 5 to 10 seconds, you might have been able to get here, just based on just context, right? But yeah, that was arguably one of the best, strongest boards that we have had all season, all show ever. Everyone came out of here with points. Usually, I think the last episode, I think the max amount of points someone had was 200 and everyone else on negative. So, really, really great job. So, Bosso, are you someone who likes reading all like the little stuff in like the tooltips and stuff? Because that seems to be where some of this info is coming from.
No, I mean, I played League for like 10 years, so I mean, I just messed up. Like, I saw the rose part and like fixated it, but I'm pretty sure it's the black rose blooms once more. It's like the LeBlanc voice line that she says in game a lot. So I kind of got that mixed up, and then I saw it and it just like I read it in my head and it just sounded perfectly like the LeBlanc line. So. But
it's crazy how like if you have like random information, if given a prompt, it'll try to make sense of it for you. Unfortunately, lost some points there. But Milala, I wasn't sure you were your webcam was working for the first half of that game, and your tech was all good to go. But you got on there. You actually, I think you're coming out maybe in first place. Actually, everyone's within 100 points. But is that going to be your strategy for the rest of the day? Only. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's second place. So are you just going to answer when you know it? Not going to take those risks?
I just know like Bosso's guy. He likes to shoot a lot, and so sometimes he's gonna miss. So I'll just take my chances.
All right. So like Wajan, in terms of strategy, are you gonna be kind of holding it close to the chest too? We do have some gambling later on. So are you gonna maybe be conservative until you don't need to be?
Oh yeah, I think it'll be kind of conservative for that segment. Like I don't really know much about like League of Legends lore at all, so like I was kind of clueless for like a lot of the ones.
All right, well, we might need to know some League of Legends lore for this next round, which is going to test your artistic ability. Do we have a Picasso amongst our hands or a 5-year-old drawing these sketches? We'll see in a Guess the Sketch. So this game is going to have 2 rounds. Well, each contestant will have 90 seconds to draw a prompt they've chosen from a list. So you're going to have a choice here when it comes to your prompts. The contestants not drawing will call out their guesses. If a contestant guesses correctly, they and the drawer get 150 points. If a contestant guesses wrong, they get a strike. At 3 strikes, contestants are eliminated from guessing that drawing. So if you don't guess correctly the first time, you only get a strike, and you can guess again. And you're just gonna holler out your answers, and whoever I hear it first will probably get the points if it's the same. Any questions there? Everyone got their websites up. You guys were playing some drawn earlier. We were figuring out if butterflies had 4 wings or 2 wings, which was funny to listen to on the side. But everyone feeling good about that one? Any questions?
So it's just you only one person, like after one person guesses it right, you just move on, or can both people?
Yes, after one person guesses it right, we'll move on.
And no buzzer, right?
No buzzer. We're just hollering answers. All right, so let's test those internet connections. That's a little bit of an advantage. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with Guess the Sketch, and we're going to go with who is in last place first, which will be Bosso. So Bosso is going to be the first one to draw. And make sure to check your your
my
Discord
prompt is
channels.
in Discord, okay.
Yep, exactly. So and your prompts are going to be there. So it's going to be Bosso, then Milala, and then Wasian.
Wait, do I just draw one, right? I don't have to type it? Oh, I have to...
Yep, you draw no words allowed, just like a Pictionary, and yeah, you can't like describe what you're doing while you're doing it.
So do I start?
Right, is the other thing. Yeah, so think about it, and once you're ready, once you make your first mark, that is when the timer starts going.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna start the timer at 1.5 minutes.
Oh fuck.
Not sure
Yo.
what your intent has been shown here.
Is it a spatula?
No, it is not a spatula, so that's going to be a strike going your way.
Wait, Tactician's Crown.
It is not a Tactician's Crown, so that's a strike going your way as well, so that's 1 strike each.
Wait, what? Bro! You just scratched your entire drawing!
Stop making me laugh, man. I can't draw straight lines when you make me laugh.
You scratched your entire
I
drawing
can tell
to draw
if
the
it's purple
exact
for
same
a
thing!
reason or not.
Oh my god, what is that?
You just drew the same thing! What was the point?
Yeah, you just drew the same thing, but smaller. Alright, you have 34 seconds, 150 points up for grabs if someone gets this right.
Anvil.
Nope, I'm just gonna let that one go because it's the same drawing.
Thank
So.
you.
All right, 9 seconds remaining. What is happening?
Dude, just do what
I have the angle.
What is it? All right, yeah, Milala, you said something right before that you said you might have it. Do you have a guess?
Wait. No.
All right, no one's going to get any points here on this drawing. The answer was Jeweled Gauntlet.
Yo, okay. Dude, are you even trying? What?
Why didn't you draw a hand?
It is a hand.
At first.
I have rod plus glove.
Oh, rod. That's a rod plus a... Oh, okay. It looks like a hammer or a spatula. All right, let's go ahead and go down.
It's like supposed to be the arm. Isn't that how the Jeweled Gauntlet kind of looks? It's like you see a little bit of the arm, and then you see like
that was just terrible.
The gauntlet.
Yeah, we're not going to be gaslit into thinking that we're the wrong ones here. Okay?
I'm pretty sure it's on you guys. Pretty sure Twitch chat would have got that one for certain.
That's absolutely hilarious. All right, let's go ahead and go down the line. So it's going to be Milala. If you check your Discord channel, you'll have those 2 choices. And the second you start drawing, the timer will start as well.
Oh, okay.
You have 1.5 minutes once you start going. It's me.
Oh no, this is actually doomed. I think. Oh no.
1:12. Oh, it's not 4:20 anymore.
Okay. Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Jana?
Oh! Did someone call out an answer? Was it Jana? Is Jana the correct answer? It sure is. Jana is the correct answer.
Let's fucking go!
So what was the thing that gave it away for Jana?
Oh, I mean, so he's like doing like the 5-cost card, right? And then I'm just thinking about like the 5 costs with long hair. I don't know why he's drawing glasses.
Yeah.
But, like I figured I was like picking between Syndra and Jana, right? Because I was thinking like female 5-cost, and then I decided like that had to be a wand, even though you can't really tell, or like a mic or something, because like Syndra doesn't hold anything in her hands. So I figured it was Jana.
Yeah, nice. It looks like the girl from The Ring got glasses. To me, is how that was.
I'm pretty sure this is just a guesser diff, not a drawer diff, though.
All right, speaking of a drawer diff, we got a different drawer up right now. Weijin, same thing. In your Discord, you got 2 choices. The second you start making marks, the 1.5 minutes starts on the screen. Whenever you're ready. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go with highlighter yellow as well.
Oh, that is not what I wanted to do.
We got multiple colors now. This is some artiste. Okay. I see it. 1 minute remaining.
Are you even trying,
static,
man?
Static shift. Static shift.
No!
Oh, there it is! Static Shiv! That is going to be the correct answer. Good stuff there. I thought the lightning bolt might give it away just right away. Wasian, I think you got a good prompt there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one was Fiddlesticks, so I'm glad you got Static Shiv on that one. All right, so we're gonna loop around once again, and we're gonna start with Bosso. Last time, I'm not sure a picture we could even consider it a picture. So let's see if this one is gonna be a little bit better.
It's a guessing side issue.
It's a guesser issue. The guesser meta needs to get a little bit of a buff.
I don't think they have the color I want to use.
All right, so this is going to be drawing number 4 with Bosso with the brush.
Is there a fill? I don't see a fill.
I don't think there's a fill.
I did, bro.
I'm pretty sure there's a
Bro,
fill.
what are you doing, man?
Oh fuck.
What is happening?
You're recorded, bro.
45 seconds of this remains. I usually like talk through these, but I'm sometimes just let the work speak for itself, you know?
I can't even draw squares. This is how.
Squares are for squares. I know what the answer is, and I'm still not sure where you're trying to go.
Dude, that looks like, okay, it straight up looks like you got like a swimming pool on the left and a bowling pin on the right.
Wait.
10 seconds remaining.
Kind of looks like an
Anyone
ice
want to
cube
give a
tray,
shot at
but I don't think that's the answer.
What even is that? Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm pretty sure it's actually a guesser diff, because Milala.
Don't point any fingers, bro.
Okay. All right, let's reveal the answer because it's Sauna Sprite. So Sauna doesn't make sense. Why didn't you draw like a Sprite can?
Oh shit! That was hella smart. I was just trying to draw like the little Sprite guy, and like the
and I
eight
think
squares
like you were
are supposed to be like to show that it's a little legend.
Yeah,
Drawing,
like,
okay,
the
honestly,
vertical.
I don't think the drawing is that bad. I don't think it's that bad. And Milala literally said it's a swimming pool, so like, and then he's just like sitting there sunlocked, like a little dipshit, like staring at the screen, saying nothing, man. Like, how is that my fault?
Well, it's like if you draw a swimming pool and like a pile of like trash, like I'm not gonna guess like sauce, right?
Okay.
My bad, Picasso.
As much as this belongs in a museum, but let's go ahead and move on to Milala Sobana.
Oh my goodness.
That was amazing. Thanks for your participation. That was some good content. All right, let's go ahead and it's in your Discord channel. I can't get over the bowling pin.
Lord almighty.
All right, time has started. Ooh. That was so funny. All right.
Whiskers, the little legend.
Nope. That is going to be a strike on your end.
Oh, Nasus?
Oh, Nasus! Is Nasus the answer? Based on my reaction, probably it is. Nasus is the answer. Using the card.
Picasso strikes back.
Yeah, using the card's actually one of the strongest plays I've seen with this so far. All right, let's go ahead and go to the last round. This went pretty fast. It's going to be Wasian with the last 2 here. And just like all the other rounds, the second you start drawing, the timer starts.
Oh, this is not looking good, guys.
Riftwalker?
Running out of ideas.
I think it's Riftwalker.
Oh, it is Riftwalker! Congratulations.
How come this guy's just a genius while guessing Wasianiverson's drawing, man? Like,
you know what? It has nothing to do with the drawing at all, I bet.
Yes, he literally drew 3 stick figures and a fat guy, and this guy guesses Riftwalker. And he stares at mine and says swimming pool, and then just sits there dumbfounded for the next 30 seconds. Like, it's not even my fault. He just refuses to actually guess when he sees my drawing. It's a conspiracy. They're splitting the winnings up.
Fake news. All right. Okay, we'll let you cool down for a second. We'll go the opposite direction this time. So Wasian, you heard the man. Stick figures. That's all you needed in order to get the correct answer. Is this a talent diff, or was it maybe like a prompt diff for you? Maybe both.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like the color should have made it like fairly obvious. I didn't actually think it was like that bad of a drawing. But if Milala didn't get it, I didn't really know what else I was gonna try, so I think it was kind of doomed.
All right, Milala, you're now in the lead by 50 points. You did kind of trade points with, did some win trading with Wasian there. Is he paying you through PayPal? Are you splitting the 500 at the end? What's the plan?
No, honestly, like Wasian was probably like the second best drawer here. I'm not gonna say who the worst one was, but like, honestly, at that point, you can't really blame anyone but yourself. Is all I'm gonna say.
All right, so Botsa, you heard what your bud said. I'm going to let you know right now, since they can't see Twitch chat. Twitch chat's going absolutely insane right now about your drawing skills. So I'll give you the floor to gaslight us for the next 15 seconds if you would like.
I mean, like, this is very clearly pre-planned. Like, I don't know what else to say about this. I don't know if I can call them buds after this, like, sort of experience here. I'm getting, like, there's, like, some kind of crazy conspiracy going on, like, with Giant Slayer behind this game show. I don't know why they would do this to me after all these years, but yeah, like, I mean, I'm clearly the best drawer here, but like, if they don't want to guess, what can you do about it, you know? Like, they're just rigging the game because they're ruining our friendship for a few bucks and a golden spatula to make scrambled eggs with. I really don't understand why, but you know, you take life as it comes at you, and I guess, you know, I guess I'll just move on and try my best from here.
Beautiful work, beautiful work. All right, well, before we get too philosophical and change our worldviews because of the conspiracy between Giant Slayer and the rest of the world, it's like we're all actually lizard people except you, Basso, just so you know. But let's go ahead and talk about our last game before halftime, which is going to be Chat Knows All. This is a lot of people's favorites, but let me go ahead and go through the rules, and then I'll go through a couple hints before we get there. So in this game, there are going to be 10 unrevealed terms on the board, all with predetermined point value. The number 1 term is going to be worth the most at 300 points. Players will take turns with the lowest point contestant going first, which is going to be Basso here, guessing which terms they believe the TFT players answered most frequently. Again, I didn't say these were the right answers. I didn't see these answers made the most sense. I said this is what chat answered, right? For these chats that we pulled were Robin, Setsuko, Spicy Appies, and Emily Wang. So when you get it correct, it'll be revealed on a board. If you get it wrong, you get a strike. At 3 strikes, you can no longer answer on the board. I believe we've only completed a board 1 time. I actually have some high expectations for us on this one based on how the rest of the games have gone. But does anyone have any questions here? All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get to the first question of a Chat Knows All. What's the most overpowered hero augment? So, Basso, you get to the first answer here.
So this was pulled before the patch or after the patch?
I believe it was pulled before... After. Okay,
I'll go with multi-shot then.
Is it multi-shot? That's on the board, but where is it? You saw the points go.
Oh,
it is a number 1, and we're already catching up. We gave you multi-shots on those drawings, and that still didn't help. So maybe we can answer that again next time. All right, it's going to be Milala coming up next.
I'm going to say my sword is your shield.
All right, my sword is your shield. Incorrect.
You guys ever play the game?
I specifically said these aren't the right answers, nor the ones that make the most sense. All right, Wasian, go for it.
All right, I mean, I feel like Winds of the Wanderer has to be like somewhere up there.
Winds of the Wanderer. Great fancy way to call someone a stoner. Winds of the Wanderer. Is that going to be on the board? Sure is. We got 150 points. Uh-oh, Milala. We got, this is starting to heat up. Basso.
I'm gonna go Empowered Reserves.
Empowered Reserves. Are we reserving some points coming up here? No! One strike. Hey, at least you got the number one answer. At least you got the number one answer.
Why is Twitch chat bronze 3 on average?
I know, Milala. I think that probably helps you if someone else answered that way. We have 15 seconds on the board. It is your go.
Okay. I think accelerated mentorship.
Accelerated mentorship. Is that on the board? No. I also said the words, I have high expectations for completing the board. Let's see if those expectations were misplaced. All right, Wasian, do you got one?
These guys would take all the obvious ones, but they're kind of leaving them up there, so I'll go with like a hold the line.
Hold the line.
Oh, it's hold the line.
That's my next guess.
Hold the line is on the board. Wasian's about to absolutely wipe y'all out on this section, I think. All right, Basso, go for it.
I'll go Shiny.
Shiny.
They interviewed Setsuko's chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got Shiny on the board. It sure is. 50 points. Going the opposite direction. All right, Milala, you have one more strike remaining. Are you going to get any of the answers on this board?
It's so,
15 seconds.
It's so doomed. Like at this point, it's just like I feel like anything I say is just gonna be wrong.
All right, 3 seconds.
I'll go Bunny Mercenary.
Bunny Mercenary. What's up, Doc? Are you on the,
I don't want to hear this
board?
right.
It is 150 points.
150?
You can relax now. I saw you tense up through the screen. All right, Wasian. It is your board once again. 15 seconds.
That was actually gonna be my guess because I know like Louie hates like misfortune, but I think instead I'll go with Get Excited.
No.
Is Get Excited on the board?
Surely there's no way.
Don't reach too hard, bro.
No! All right. I think overthinking a little bit, maybe. All right, Basso. Time to catch up with some points. All 300 pointers are there.
What is the average ELO Twitch chat, man? God, like, I'll go Soul Eater.
Go.
Soul Eater. I will eat your soul. Nope. Nope. I feel like if I was eating your soul in Mortal Kombat, I would have just gotten indigestion just then. All right, let's go ahead and go with Milala now. Second one.
Don't think too hard, bro.
That's the difference between you and me, bro. That's why you're at 600, bro.
4 seconds remain.
I want to say Extinction Event.
Extinction Event. That's probably the closest thing to any of Basso's drawings so far. Extinction Event earlier today. All right, you started off 0 for 2. Now you've gotten 2 in a row. Tied it up with Wasian. Wasian, you still got 2 more strikes.
Oh god, I'm gonna need to think a little bit on this one.
All right, well, you got 10 seconds for it.
I mean, not because it's overpowered, but just because everyone knows about it. I'll just say Daredevil.
Is it Daredevil on here? Are we going to even up the strikes? No, 6 strikes total, 2 across the board, and we still have 4 more answers. Basso, it is your turn. 15 seconds starts now.
This chat is so fucking stupid, man. What would a complete idiot say here? What would the dumb...
You know those people who help pay for like your stuff, right?
Yeah,
their streams and their support.
Idiots,
yeah, those assholes.
I'm gonna go Easy Being Green.
Easy Being Green. Incorrect. You're out of here. 3 strikes and you're out. You and your shirt, too. All right, Milala. Your turn.
Okay, I feel like I want to say growth spurt.
Is that your final answer?
I'm locking it in. Wait, what? Wait.
All right, growth
no
spurt.
I'm locking it in. I'm locking it in. Talk to me.
Something that I think I completely missed out on. A growth spurt. Is that on the board? No, it is not. All right, so Wasian, because you're in the lucky position of being the last person available, you just get the board now. So if you get one right, you can just go right into the next one. All right. So here, what is your first answer?
All right, I think I have a pretty good one. Which is category 5.
Oh, fuck.
Is Cat 5 on the board?
Chat probably thinks this is the most broken algorithm in the game.
Yes!
Never mind.
No, it's not. You know what? You know y'all made it up. I think a couple of us had 2 strikes when we only had 3 on the board. Let's go ahead and reveal the rest and see your reactions because of it. So we still have 2 100 points and 2 50 points to go through, and we'll flip those for you as soon as we can. But how are you feeling about Twitch chat? Are they your friends at the moment or no?
Big data.
Big data.
Big data.
Time knife.
No.
Big data sounds like an awful rap name. Laser focus,
Laser
spread
focus
shot,
makes
and
sense. Spread shot
and
kinda makes
time
sense.
knife.
Big data?
I feel like Time Knife is just like the people that like only watch but like never play the game.
They didn't even know they patched it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, like 3 months ago.
Yeah, I think you might have landed on exactly how to play this game just by that sentence. But let's go ahead and get to the second board, because this one I actually really love the question. Which current TFT champion would be the most entertaining Twitch streamer? So the champion, not the little legend. So these are all going to be champion names of the current set. 1,000 points each, 600 for Bosso. So let's start with Bosso again. You have the first try. 15 seconds starts now.
I'm going to go Janna.
Is Janna on the board? I mean, she's already on the news, right? So let's see if we're also on Twitch. For 50 points, at least we got some points there, slowly but surely. Milala.
I can't wait to see what number 1 is.
15 seconds starts now.
I'll just say Kaisa, because everyone loves Kaisa. Who cares?
All right, does everyone know Kaisa? Because who cares? Number 1 on the board. Just going to check in real quick. Can you be specific as to why you think Twitch chat said Kaisa? Be very specific.
Okay. This patch is literally okay, no, this patch is everyone is just like Kaisa. Kaisa's the most broken comp in the game right now. It's legit ridiculous. So everyone's probably like, oh, that chest, Kaisa, and they put it on.
All right, that's amazing. All right, Wasian, number 1's off the board, but we still got a lot of points on.
I actually have no idea. I'll just say like Ezreal.
Is Ezreal on the board? That's probably what I would have said first too.
Don't you have to specify which one?
100.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All right, Ezreal.
Ultimate Ezreal is a better streamer than
board.
Underground Ezreal.
You never know.
Infinity Team Ezreal's the one with like all the RGBs, right? Right. Quick, the regular Underground Ezreal's like the one who's like just starting out, has like a Yeti microphone, right?
That's Milala
Those
TFT,
kinds of
bro.
things.
Wait, what?
Yeah, nothing on their walls. All right, not calling you out specifically, the 3 of you. All right, let's go ahead and go back to Bossoskills.
I'm gonna go Syndra.
Is Syndra on the board? No. Why did we guess Syndra?
Oh, I mean, it's just like the same. This guy literally guessed Kaisa, and it was the first one because Kaisa's turbo broken, and the second best unit in the Kaisa comp is Syndra. Or I guess maybe the third if you think MF is better. But
all right.
The second, in my opinion, the second best unit in the comp is Syndra, and I mean, I don't know. Syndra throws stuff in, could be an interesting streamer, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, very educational. Stole that joke, by the way. All right, let's go ahead and go over to Milala.
Yeah, my second guess is going to be Misfortune.
Is Misfortune on the board? Yes. This is such a good question. All right, Wasian, what is on? What is the rest? Oh, that's so funny.
I don't know. It's hard to think like what Twitch chat would like, but I'll say Jinx. He's like very popular, like Arcane.
Wasian loves Jinx.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does. He's guessing Jinx on every question.
Yeah, get excited as well. 100 points.
It's doomed.
I'm sorry. Misfortune. Anyway, Bossoskills. Go ahead and answer the next one.
I forfeit.
You can if you want.
Things do not look good in Bosso Town.
All right, 8 more seconds. 1 second remaining. You just want to throw a name out? You should probably just throw a name out.
Ash.
Is Ash on the board? It's at least you get both sides of the coin with Misfortune and Ash, right? Okay, let's go ahead and go to Milala.
I want to say Warwick.
Is Warwick on the board? Get some wolf energy in the chat. You know, I actually can specifically hear like Warwick's like Twitch subscriber sound, right? It's like just oh, right, or something like that, or something from Teen Wolf. That would be funny. All right, Wasian, your turn.
I'd be pretty surprised if Nunu and Willem wasn't on the board.
All right, Nunu and Willem, are you on the board? You're the correct age range. Oh. Yes, you are. 150 points, and we got a tie still
Nunu
at the top.
Is 5
and then
years old, and Willem can't speak.
Then there's Bosso. Still 150 points, still on the board.
And he lives in Antarctica. There's no internet connection. Who cares, man? I'm just gonna go Aurelian Soul.
Is Aurelian Soul, the master of the entire galaxy, gonna be on the board? No, I can like see the temperature rising around you right now based on your frustration. All right, Milala, you still have 2 strikes remaining.
Okay, honestly, I feel like at this point, like Wasianiverson, before he says his answer, he's gonna say he has a good feeling about what he's gonna say. But I'm pretty sure at this point, everyone's just like randomly guessing champions. But I'm gonna say Sivir.
There seems to be a specific line of thinking when it comes to the streamers you're picking, and honestly, it's gotten you a lot of points. No judgment here. All right, Wasian, you still got all 3 strikes remaining. What's your next answer?
I'll just go with Ramus.
Ramus going with the meme answer.
Right?
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. Is Ramus on the board? Yes, he is! Okay. 50 points. Someone unlocked how to play this game, I think. All right, Milala. What's your next champion with really great personality traits?
I'll say Garrett.
He's switching it up.
All right, Garen. It's the same reason, though. All right, Garen. I love your spreading the love, though. Appreciate it. All right, you have all 3 strikes remaining, so Asian, take your time here.
All right, I'll think about this one a bit then.
Yeah. So, we got rid of Bosso's answers. Milala got rid of most of the attractive characters. So now, what is left over?
I'll say Twisted Fate.
Is Twisted Fate on the board? It would definitely make sense if he was, but he is not. That's your first strike. You get a full 15 seconds after this, too, so for your next answer.
All right, well, I think I'll be using all of it.
Good. Yeah, min-maxing. That's just what a TFT player would do.
I don't know why he would be here, but I'll say Jin, I guess.
Is Jin? Oh, maybe it's like a music streamer. You know, like those like piano player streams, right?
Yeah, I know he's really popular, like League champion.
Yeah, not there, but I actually think Jin would actually be pretty interesting to watch. Very unhinged, probably. But all right, last strike for you.
Maybe I'll go with the Milala strategy, and I'll say Sona.
The Milala strategy with Sona. Are we on there? No. All right, so one of these makes absolutely no sense, but before we get there, let's go ahead and reveal what the 150 and the 100 and the 50 points are. And look at this. We actually are leaving this round with just a 50-point lead for Wasia. Nico, Draven, and Fiddlesticks?
Well, I was thinking about Nico, but I didn't say it.
Wait, Draven makes sense. Draven's actually like
yeah,
kind of a good
Draven makes sense.
Yeah, Draven would be good. Yeah.
Nico makes sense too because she
Nico
can just
makes
be
sense,
whoever,
kind of.
right?
Fiddlesticks makes no
but
sense.
Fiddlesticks, I'm not sure. So okay, Bossoskills, tell me what the thought process was of the person who put down Fiddlesticks for this. What do you think they were thinking?
They were like, so I hate Bossoskills. He griefed me in a TFT game one time, and so I will put Fiddlesticks because he'll never guess that, and that'll show him who's boss. I mean, in all seriousness, like he was probably thinking, or they are probably thinking that Fiddlesticks is just like a very interesting character. You know, Scarecrow has a lot of Scarecrowy stories that they can tell, or maybe they're going like the scary story angle, like sort of like ghost stories sort of thing, like how who's that guy who was in Corpse Husband? Yeah, like sort of like a Corpse Husband sort of vibe. Like maybe that's what they were going for. If I had to,
well, I feel like Fiddlesticks would be like in like the the I'm just sleeping category on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I think actually now I think about it, I think Nico would be an amazing VTuber. You can just like switch versions of yourself for it.
That's what I thought the Jin one was going. I thought the Jin guess was kind of good because I thought it would be like the mask would be his sort of like
drawing,
stream.
right?
Yeah, exactly. And I thought it could be like, interesting.
What is it in that November, or whatever that V for Vendetta. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the next question before we keep going on this Fiddlestick stuff. So this one's really funny, all right? So if Soju, who's not playing, was a champion, what current augment would suit him? So basically, it's both hero and regular augments for this. All right, so they all count. So these describe Soju, all right? If he was a champion, what current augment would best suit him? Basso, you get 15 seconds on this one.
Cluttered Mind.
Cluttered Mind. It's Cluttered Mind. That's so funny. It was so quickly. It is on the board, but where? 150 points for you. Still got one. The number one answer, Milala. Is it going to be yours?
I want to say consistency.
Consistency? In what way?
Like he's just making out those 24 hours. Those 24 hours.
No. All right. Weijin, what's your first guess?
Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'll say like hold the line because he likes to go past 9.
All right, hold the line. Are we there? Yes, we are. But we're 100 points. Extending our lead just a little bit. Basso, this is your comeback opportunity. We still got 300 points on the board.
I'll go Underground Heart.
Why?
Because the Soju like underground meme.
Okay. All right.
Sinks into his chair.
Oh, that's right. But it's not on there. Not good enough, unfortunately. Milala, what's your answer?
Make it rain.
Make it rain. On the board? No. Good answer, though. Good answer. I like the answer. All right, Weijin. Still number
man.
one. 7 seconds.
I'll go with Exiles.
That's funny. Exiles. No. Why'd you pick Exiles though?
Oh, I was thinking about some generic augments.
All right, Basso.
I'm gonna go Late Game Specialist.
Ooh. Late Game Specialist. We do love our level 9. Is it on the board? Yes, it is. 100 points. That comeback's coming. All right, Milala. can you catch up to Wasian here? You could take the lead with the #1 answer.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately. But, like I want to say like a Priz augment. I'm gonna say Star Guardian Ground.
Star Guardian Crown. Because you're a star. No, you went 0 for 3 on this one, leaving the #1 answer. You aren't going to be able to catch up on that lead, but Bosso might catch up to you. But first, we got Wasian with the board still. 1 strike on your end. Five seconds.
I'm having a hard time coming up with something, so I'll say Cruel Pact.
Cruel Pact. Cruel Pact. Are you on the board? No. Cruel Pact with Soji, what would that look like? I guess that would just mean you would have to stream when he streams, always. Right? That would be a Cruel Pact. Bosso, what about you? What'd you say?
Trade sector.
Trade sector. There's some low-hanging fruit here, folks. I'm not gonna lie. There's some low-hanging fruit here. All right, Wasian.
Oh man, I feel there's probably some really good hero augments, but I'm having a hard time thinking of them.
6 seconds.
Oh, I'll say Temper Tantrum.
Temper Tantrum. Is that on the board?
Okay, if it's not, I feel like it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is, but it's still not #1. We still have #1 on the board, but you did just extend your lead. We'll come back to you in a second. Bossoskills. You got 1 more strike.
Ooh.
Is it Rich Get Richer? #1 answer finally gets taken, and you're only 200 away from Milala at this point. 500 separate all 3 of you. I don't remember the last time it was this close at this point as well. We still have 5 answers on the board. Wasian, can you get one of them?
Alright, I'll go Daredevil.
Daredevil.
That's my next one.
Not just a canceled show on Netflix. Also going to cancel Wasian out of the round, unfortunately. Okay, this is a big deal. If you get the rest of this, you could potentially actually usurp Wasian here if you get the rest of the answers. Let's get your first try here. 15 seconds starts now.
I have to think about like what Twitch chat would think of, because Daredevil is actually like a really good answer and it's gonna be my next one.
Yeah.
Well, like I guess it's kind of like hard to think of because no one really clicks that as much anymore. So I'll go phony frontline. It's like the Target dummy meme.
Okay, all right.
Target dummy.
Phony frontline. Is this the end of your comeback or just the beginning of it? It is the end. All right. I was glad that y'all got Temper Tantrum and Rich Got Richer. That's what I was referring to as the low-hanging fruit. Well, let's go ahead and reveal the rest of the answers. A couple of them are pretty funny. We got Tiny Titans.
Tiny Titans is actually low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, Think Fast, Get Paid, Rocket Grab, and Soul Eater.
Rocket Grab's the only one that doesn't make sense to me. The rest, like, I can see.
Get Paid was one that I was definitely thinking of. Soul Eater's funny because I feel like it's his own soul, potentially, that he's eating. But yeah, that's going to be it for Chat Knows All. And we have, folks, probably the closest spread between 3 players that we've had in a very long time here on At First Rate. Just 500 from Bosso to Wasian. So let's go ahead and start in the middle this time. Milala, not a K3 Soju fan, huh?
No, I've been subbed to Soju for like I think like over a year. So like honestly, it's just like the diff between like I feel like I'm just like above average on like you know what I'm saying in the grand scheme of things compared to his Twitch chat.
Gotcha. What would you have said? Was it on the if you were asked that question, what would you have said?
Consistency, because he's always streaming. That would have been my #1.
You know, it's funny. I feel like y'all have like respect for him like as a player, and I think that's what hurt you in this category. All right, Wasian. So looking at you're in first place, but not by much. We actually have. I think I'm really excited for this next section where we get to wager points because that's going to be a huge mind game. Are you pretty confident in those kinds of situations where you're not quite sure what the other people are going to do, but you have to make these executive decisions on like what to wager and stuff?
Oh yeah, I think I'm pretty good at that. I was most worried about like the start of the show, like falling pretty behind, so I think I'm in a good spot.
All right, and so if you were a champion augment, what would you have picked for yourself on that one, Wasian?
Oh, maybe Daredevil. I play pretty first or 8th.
Yeah, you do. It's I think why a lot of people like watching you. All right, and then let's go ahead and go over to Bossoskills. The comeback is, we're getting there. You got your points. Unfortunately, Soju couldn't help you a little bit more. But same question to you: if you were to give yourself an augment, what would it be?
Probably Clear Mind.
Yeah, and why is that?
Well, I'm just a bright, clear mind, always calm, cool, and collected, thinking rationally about my decisions and making the best one possible.
Are you sure it's not Tiny Titans?
I mean, that's a question. Are you sure? Why isn't it Tiny Titans?
Well, I'm 6'10", 435 pounds last I checked, so that doesn't really qualify me to be a Tiny Titan. I think that's more along some of the other contestants' lines here, should I say. So I don't think that really fits me that much.
I feel like you've spent more time gaslighting us than getting correct answers. So maybe we can maybe we can flip the script on this next section. But we're going to take a quick little break. Like I said, we got 1,200 on the bottom and just 500 points higher at 1,700 with Wasian and Milala sticking around in the middle. This is still anyone's game. We have some really awesome games coming up, as well as more awesome conversations. Because remember, if you're not first, you're 8th. We'll see you on the other side of the break. We are back, folks, in one of the closest games that we've ever had here in first or eighth. 500 points separates Bossoskills, Milala, and Wasianiverson. And we have arguably, I think, one of the best additions this game has ever had coming up, which is Perception Deception. So if you're good at I Spy, if you're good at Where's Waldo, this is where those skills are going to be put to the test. Because the game does run a little bit on the longer side, I'm going to go ahead and just get straight into it. We'll ask questions during / after the game and talk about it then. But first, let's go ahead and talk about what the rules of Perception Deception is. A TFT board is going to be shown on the screen for 30 seconds, but things are not what they seem. There will be rounds in which contestants will take turns stating what is wrong with the board in the photo. You're going to have 15 seconds for each of your guesses. A correct answer is worth 150 points, and an incorrect answer, you're actually going to lose 75 points. But this is where one of my favorite parts about this game starts, is how you use your pass. The round keeps going until every single person passes in the same round. So we might not finish all 8 answers, for example, or we might get all of them, or maybe we'll only get 2 because everyone passes from the round after that. So definitely think about using those passes in the most strategic way, because say if the last person who is answering that round is in the lead and they get to a pass early, it might just be a good idea for them to end the round, if that makes sense, right? So any questions on the rules for that? Okay. Awesome. So it is going to be on the screen when it comes to the picture that's going to be on there. We're going to give you all some time to look at the picture as well. So we're going to go right into the game. Everyone at home sees the points here. And here's that first picture. I'm going to talk a little bit through this. 30 seconds. Something is wrong with this picture. Well, really, 8 things. You also have this picture in your chats if you want to use it through your Discord for a higher quality version as well. Okay, and it can be a lot of things, so definitely keep thinking about it. Okay, I'm going to give just like a couple extra seconds in case some of y'all transitioned over to the Discord. Okay, so we're going to go through the first round of answers. We're going to start with Bosso, again, because we're currently in last place. So name one of the things that you figured out was wrong with the picture. Now.
It says he has 5 underground in and he only has 4.
Okay, so 5 underground instead of 4 for Bosso. All right, Milala, what is your answer?
He has 5 units on his board. He's level 6.
All right, and then Wasian, what is your answer?
It says 2 Ox Force on the side, but the only unit with Ox Force on his board is 5.
Okay, we're going to lock in those answers right now, so just going to go over them again. 5 underground instead of 4, 5 units on the board for Milala, and 2 Ox Force for Wasian. Is that correct? All right, so let's go down the line. Bosso, is your answer correct? We'll see here in just a second. You said 5 underground instead of 4. All right, we did reveal the quick draw augment for a reason. All right, so it is that is going to count based on the fact that it does affect the underground augment as well. So we're going to give you those points. Bossoskills. Milala, is your answer correct? Are the units on the board? Okay, and here is a special thing with that question because you did guess it. Do you know what unit is missing for bonus points?
I think Fiora.
Is the answer Fiora? It is going to be Fiora, so you are going to get some bonus points for that. Let's see here. Let's say we'll give you 75 bonus points for the Fiora. Okay. Wasian, is your answer on the ground is Ox Force incorrect? All right, and since it was kind of the same thing, both missing units are kind of there. We're going to go ahead, and the initial for the question wasn't quite clear. We're going to go ahead and give you those points as well. So everyone got their points for this round. We still have 6 remaining here. We're going to give everyone another opportunity to look at their pictures. 30 seconds more to find some more things wrong with the picture. Starting now. Eight seconds remain. We still have some points on the board. All right, we're going to go through the answers once again. Basso, what is your answer?
For the underground cash out, it says run and cut instead of cut and run.
Awesome. Milala, what is your answer?
Wait, so I have a question. So it's like, for example, if like the previous thing was missing unit, and like would that also like take into account like the all the traits on the left side as well? Like for example, like he has duelist in, but that's also part of missing unit.
Yeah, so I would avoid answering that way, if that makes sense. Yeah. At this point.
And I could pass. If
you can pass since someone already answered. You have a safe pass here.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
I'll pass him.
All right, Milala's going to pass. Wasian,
right.
what is your answer?
His tracker says he's Platinum 1 instead of Challenger.
All right, Plat instead of Challenger. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see if either of those answers are correct. Milala did pass. So we're going to see if they're on the board. We're revealing them all at the same time this time around. Basso, Wasian, are you going to get your points? And Milala, things are going to get eliminated here for you because I can say that they are both on the board. Cut and run is swapped, and the platinum rank was also incorrect. I love this game. Wasian at 2,000 points. Basso at 1,500. You're so close to not answering first in a category. And then we've got Milala now at 1,625. We're going to go ahead and give everyone, again, another option of looking at the picture. This does get harder and harder as you go. We're going to just give 15 seconds this time, too. All right, 15 seconds starts now. All right, we're getting close. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with Bossoskills one more time. This might be the last time, actually. What is your answer if you have one? Remember, you can pass.
At the top, it says drafting when there's no like drafting phase in TFT.
All right. Okay, Milala, do you have something?
Okay, I have another question.
Yeah, go for it.
So like last time, Basso said cut and run was like swapped, but it's like also usually like the cut and run is like it's supposed to, or like continue heist is the refresh, and cut and run is supposed to be like that you take all. Is that also part of the same thing?
I believe so.
Okay. Maybe it doesn't say take all or refresh.
Symbol swap is different. So if you want to answer with that, then you can. All right, then yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Symbol swap. Symbol swap for Milala, and then Wasian. Do you have an answer?
I'll pass this round.
All right, we're passing just 2 here. Basso, really doing well. I have a feeling, based on how you were thinking about some of your answers earlier today, that you'd be pretty good at this. Both are on there. High swaps. The symbols are swapped in the planning phase. We still have 2 more available. Let's get those points on the board, and then we're going to go ahead and move on. 15 seconds again. 2 more left. This is where passing might end the round. Starting now.
Wait, so if I get it wrong and no one else gets it right, it also gets ended, right?
No. So, like, if you answer, right, and the other 2 people pass, and you got it wrong, since not all 3 people pass, everyone would get another round.
Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead and get those answers coming up. Bossoskills. You know the drill.
I don't think the unearned cash out says take all or refresh.
Okay. Take all, refresh. All right, Milala, do you have an answer?
I want to say like his sword and his bow are glowing like radiant items or whatever. Like they got that weird glow to it.
Can you say that in the form of an answer?
Make radiant items on bench or something? I don't know.
Okay. Can you say that in the form of an answer, please? All right, Wasian.
I'm going to pass again.
You're going to pass. All right. So let's go ahead and bring up the answer screen now that y'all have answered. And just as a reminder, refresh for Bosso and then fake radiant items for Milala. That's correct? All right. Are either of those correct? No, they are not. So you are going to lose points for getting those incorrect, but we're going to get another round until everyone passes. All right. Just like before, I'm going to maybe cut this a little short. Keep looking. All right, Bossoskills, what is your answer?
Pass.
Pass. Milala, do you have an answer?
I want to say the Rage Blade Stacker doesn't start at 0.
Rage Blade Stacker doesn't start at 0. Wasian, what is your answer?
I'm gonna pass and let Milala keep losing points for fun.
Wait, what?
All right.
It starts at 0? Wait, actually, it starts at 0?
Let's go ahead and see if the Rage Blade stack starts at 0. Okay, and so we've gotten an opportunity to look at this picture good enough now. Bossoskills, do you have a quick answer now?
I mean, I don't have anything I'm confident enough to risk losing points on. I have some ideas, but I don't think I would gamble it, so I'll pass.
All right, pass. Milala, what about you?
I don't like my heart wants to say another answer, but I'll pass.
Scared money don't make money, bro.
All right, are you officially passing?
Yeah, I'm officially passing.
Wasian, are you passing or are you going to answer?
I actually have some ideas, but like I feel like it's not worth the risk, so yeah, I'm just going to pass.
All right, Milala, teaching the group that if you keep guessing, you might keep losing points, and if you get a new one right, you still might not make up those points. The anvil item is flipped, and the Kale tier indicator is wrong. Did any of you catch that? Of the ideas that you thought might be wrong?
Oh yeah, I saw the Kale one, or I was like pretty sure, but.
Ooh, I didn't notice that.
All right. You know, honestly, the fact that only 2 were left remaining, I think y'all did a really great job. This is a very difficult game, but I think it really goes to show how good y'all are at it. So let's go ahead and get to our second one. Our board 2, 30 seconds on the first round, and then we're going to cut the time every time that we see this again. But first, let's give you that 30 seconds to observe. Once again, this is also in your chats if you want a bigger version. One of these days we'll see a TFT streamer with decorations on their walls, folks. It will happen. I think Spetham had a poster during the interview after Mecca. All right, let's go ahead and go through our first round of answers. Bossoskills, still just an answer away from not going first. What is your first guess?
They have the wrong Jinx. This is Jinx from Arcane.
All right. Milala.
The Negatron Negatron Cloak reads Chain Vest.
Okay. And then Wasian.
He has double Sunfire Alley, and it's unique.
Double Sunfire. Wasian. All right, let's go ahead and bring up the answer screen real quick. Just to go over the answers once again, Basso says wrong Jinx, Milala, the Negatron Cloak, and Wasian, the double Sunfire for the unique item. Let's see if any or all of them are on the board. All three. Good job, everybody. This is wild to me how good y'all are at stuff like this. Okay. We know the deal coming up. 15 seconds coming up on the next image. You've already gotten three of them off the board. All right? Starting now. You can tell I'm like super into the game as well because I'm not bantering through it. Five seconds remain. All right. We're going to run a tight ship on this one. Basso. 50 points separate you from Milala.
It says needlessly big rod when it should be needlessly large rod.
Needlessly big rod. That's a really funny sentence for needlessly big rod. Anyway.
That's what they called me back in high school.
You're 6'10". That's right. That would be why. Jesus Christ. All right, Milala. What is your answer?
He doesn't have the Anima Squad emblem on his board.
Okay, needlessly big rod for Basso, Anima emblem for Milala, and then Wasian. What's your answer here?
Oh, I didn't want to pull this one out this early, but he's hovering the tier and it gives 11 mana instead of 15.
Nice. Tier mana. Wasian. All right, let's go ahead and see if all three, none three, just a couple of them might be right here. Let's go over those answers just real quick. So, needlessly big rod, your IGN for high school, apparently. Basso, the Anima emblem for Milala, and the tier mana for Wasian. Are we on the board? Let's see. We got a perfect round last time and another perfect round this time. So everyone gains points, but the points remain the same in terms of separation. Just two remain here, so someone might be forced to pass if they think that two has already been answered. We're going to give another 15 for this one. For the final two potential answers, Wasian, you definitely have the short stick here, being the third answer, but maybe you'll get a chance to get some more points. Okay, that's your 15 seconds. Bossoskills.
It's an Alistar 3, not an Alistar 2.
Alistar 3 instead of Alistar 2. Milala.
I think there's too much time for 5-1.
Too much time. Wasian, do you have maybe
pass.
the right answer? Okay, pass. All right, let's see if we actually finish the board here. Let's go ahead and see what these answers could be. Alistar 3 instead of Alistar 2. And then too much time for Milala. Are we gaining points? Basso is wrong, so we're going to drop points there, but we do get more points for Milala. We still have one answer remaining. All right, here we go. Fast 15 seconds right now, since there's just one. Okay, that's it. Bossoskills, are you going to try for the first complete board here?
I'll pass.
Pass. Milala.
I want to say sparring gloves is not supposed to be plural.
Okay. Is that your... Okay.
Alright, I'll pass because I think Milala is sabotaging himself.
No.
Milala.
Until I clear the board right here, bro.
Alright, Milala, are you clearing the board? Is there a plural issue with sparring gloves? No, it is not there. So you're going to drop some points. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing as last time since we have looked at this image quite a bit at this point. Basso, we're going to have to answer right away for these last few rounds. Do you have an answer?
I'm going to pass.
Pass. All right. Milala.
It says he's 9 out of 9, but he has 8 units on his board.
All right. It says 9 out of 9 and 8 units. Wasian, do you have another answer?
I'll pass.
Pass. Are we going to get the first finished board? It just took an extra round for for our friend Milala.
No.
Is it going to be the correct answer? Incorrect number of units on the board. It is. We finish it out. I think we may have gotten close last time. I don't know if we actually finished it, but that is all 8 off the board and 18, 19, 20, 21. We still have the same amount of point difference between last and first place. Milala also kind of keeping it up in the second place portion, but that's perception, deception, folks. So a lot of brain power there, so we'll take a little bit of a break. But let's go ahead with Wasian to start. You passed a lot for a lot of these rounds. Was it much more so because other people were answering the questions you had, or were you kind of just like waiting around?
Yeah, it did feel like there was like something I wanted to say, but then like Basso or Milala said it like a few times. And also like there's some stuff where I was like not sure about it, and I'm in the lead. I didn't really want to like take a risk.
Okay, Milala, what about you?
When I feel like there's like an answer on the board, like I try really really hard to like finish it. I don't know if that's like if I have like some kind of like issue.
Okay, and then Basso, anything that you still like? Is there anything that you regret not noticing? Maybe you lost some points during that round.
Oh, I mean, I thought the 9 out of 9 thing was like, when he said it, I was like, oh, that was like way too obvious to miss. But I mean, everything else, like I noticed the timer, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I don't want to guess it. But I thought like, the Alistar looks golden, and I felt like my Alistar doesn't normally look that golden when I have an Alistar too. So, but yeah, I mean, not really. I think Milala, good on him for actually noticing the last 2 things and clearing the board.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure you've noticed we haven't gone to the main screen yet because there's actually one more here. I'm going to give everyone an opportunity to answer for bonus points. All right? If you watched the last episode, you actually know exactly what's different about the picture. First person to yell out the correct answer will get bonus points. 15 seconds remain.
Oh, will we lose points?
No.
Oh.
No losing points on this one, just bonus points for this one. What is the last remaining thing on the board that is off?
Oh, can I just shout it out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is like kind of a guess, but I feel like the fire on the side, like for his streak, it looks kind of wrong to me.
Okay, is the fire? No, that was the incorrect answer. The grass is greener than usual on this one. If you watched the last episode, our friend Voidson literally guessed that for one of the answers on the board, and then we decided to bring it over. So we've actually been building in some bonus point opportunities in some of these questions, and that was one of them. So if you had guessed the grass is greener on the other side or said the phrase at all, you would have gotten 100 points. But the grass is a little too green. Right. All right, let's go ahead and finish out this round now for real. Thank you so much. Putting that together is always really fun. It requires a lot of good Photoshop skills and image stuff. So awesome job, Giant Slayer. That was super awesome. But yeah, Perception Deception, what do you think about the game, Basso?
Well, that was probably the most interesting game. I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was pretty fun. I think it's a cool game.
All right, so Milala, when we go into this next game, it is Snapshot. It's about predicting the fight after seeing just the board. How good are you at doing that, do you say, in terms of your own TFT play?
Oh, to be completely honest, I'm pretty sure I'm like absolute shit. But
okay. But tell me how you really feel.
Well, I was being completely honest, unfortunately. So I'm pretty sure I'm doomed. But I'm just gonna like gamble on the fact that like they're gonna be like the wrong answer is gonna be the right answer, and that's my strategy going in.
All right, Wasian. After hearing Milala's strategy, how confident are you going into this next round?
Oh, I actually think it's something that I'm like normally good at, Well, like last episode, I feel like the ones that were given were like really tough or like hard to predict. So I think this is probably gonna be pretty hard.
Okay, so folks, we've got 2 more games left. Snapshot's our second to last one, and only 500 points separate first to the 8th at this point. All right, here are the instructions. The clip is shown on the screen, and it's going to be paused at the very beginning, showing a TFT board of 2 players about to fight. You will have 30 seconds to secretly pick which player they believe will win, wagering up to 500 points. So you can lose a lot of points here, but this might be where that 500 gets made up immediately. You don't have to wager 500. You can technically wager, let's say you can't wager 0, 100 to 500 on this one. They can also guess the number of champions remaining at the end of a fight for bonus points. Always guess that. There's no penalty for getting that wrong. Only bonus points for getting it right. All right, and if you do get it wrong, you lose the points that you wager, and again, there's no penalty for getting the incorrect number of units wrong at the end as well. If you get the number of units correct, it's a 50% bonus of your wagered points. So if you wagered 100, you'd get 50. If you wagered 500, you get 250. All right. Any questions remaining?
It's on this patch, right? Like
yes.
Yeah. Well, if I see 2 with Shiv, I know which board I'm gonna pick.
I've literally been climbing all day. I was like, I gotta climb. I'm just gonna play Kaisa. But the other thing here is this is some chat participation as well, so you can gamble along with your points as well by clicking on the name that you believe will be successful. Let's go ahead and look at our first snapshot in our 5th and penultimate game of first or 8th. We've got KZQ and Last Cardax, self-proclaimed best player in EU. Here, we got 25 seconds, and you're going to answer in your Discord channels. And remember, always guess the remaining number of units. "11 seconds remain."
Do Syndra fold-in units count?
That's a good question. I'll get some clarity on that in just a second.
Okay.
But I would assume yes. All right. If everyone has answered, we're going to hit play and see if this Jinx with good Kaisa items in the back line is gonna win out against K with the Star Guardian double Q-Cone Morgana in the back line. So once everyone gets their stuff in, we'll go ahead and see who wins this round. We have hit play. We also have the Fiddlesticks 2 with a blue buff on it, really utilizing that item well, I'm sure. But the Jewel Gauntlet absolutely ripping through a lot of the opponent. That's a lot of units remaining, folks. Let's see if y'all were correct here. Cardax, Milala got it incorrect. Okay, let's see what you wagered. This is a very, very important wager, and everyone went super conservative. 5 units remaining for Bosso, but 100 points each. Milala loses those, Wasian gains them. This is so close. So everyone remains pretty close to where they were. 500 points. 19, 20, 20. Yep, just a little less than 500 points at this point for Wasian and Bosso. Only 100 for Milala. 30 seconds. We got Light God and Dish Soap. Dish Soap, what crazy stat. I think 2 out of his total 3 8th place in tournament games took place during Mecha Cup, which is absolutely wild.
Is it cheating if I watch this game?
No, it's just an unfair advantage. We love that. We love when that happens.
No.
It's not cheating, it's just an unfair advantage. All right, 5 seconds remain. Make sure to use your channels here.
Wait, are bonus points based on how much you bet, or are they separate?
It's 50% of what you wager.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep. All right, looks like everyone is in.
Can I edit my answer?
Nope.
Oh.
Not after we play. All right, it'd be funny if you got this wrong after saying you watched the game. We got that Vayne in the back line. Moore actually talked a lot about Ruden's Hurricane this weekend as like a super underutilized item just in general. Giant Slayer, multi-shot. It's Vayne. It's a Fiora. The Vayne's looking good so far, but it's Fiora versus Vex. It's actually the Vex in the back line. Who, guess correctly,
You watched this game?
Yeah,
no.
He watched it with his eyes closed.
He won the next two fights and won the game. He won the next two fights and won the game. I thought it was 6-5 or 6-6.
Light God wins with 1 unit. Even though you watched the game, this was not the round you remembered, unfortunately. Let's see what your answers were and what y'all gambled away.
Wasianiverson all in, please.
Oh, 500. 200 there. Malala with 200 as well. Wasian, this is a game leading all day up until very recently. Let's see how this goes. All of a sudden, Bossoskills, who had been trailing all day, is in first place. All you needed to do was go first in every single category. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next snapshot. These should be some familiar names here. We've got Within and we got Saint Vicious.
Do we know what his admin is?
Oh, yes. Every 5 seconds, admins get 10 permanent max health. Picked it at 2-6 for some flavor. So this has already been some good amount of admin work that you're seeing on the board. 20 seconds remain. I am going to make sure to ask you why you said 5 remaining units earlier with that Vex, but you got some answer.
I thought it was Malphite 3.
Remember, chat, you can also predict based on where you want to use your channel points. Once we get all the answers submitted, we'll go ahead and hit play. We got Sure Shot Tier 1 Yasuo here in the back line. Saint Vicious lacking some power in the back line in terms of tiered units, but the front line is pretty beefy, especially with that admin trait. Let's see if this Warwick's going to be able to make it to the back line. We got double Archangels on the Aurelion Soul, too. But this is a Vi versus the World. Is this going to be an augment diff? 3 units.
So close.
Within.
I guess 2 units.
I guess Saint Vicious, man.
Are you trying to win that? You think Warwick 1 is 1v9 in this board, bro.
Alright, Wasian, did you get your 500 points back?
I did.
Nice, you love to see it. 4 units. Oh, that's so interesting. You were all one off when it comes to units remaining.
One of us
but
guessed
Bosso gets
the wrong guy.
Yeah, Bosso gets 200 points and Wasian gets the 500 back. I think that means Wasian is ahead by 100. Let's see what the totals are here in just a second. This is very, very close. Milala falling apart at the seams. You said you weren't that great at this. You warned us. 1650 for you as we go into the last round here of Snapshot. We got Melvin versus Balotelli. Oh, Balotelli. I casted some EU stuff with him not too long ago. 30 seconds starts now. I think he's Italian, right?
No Shiv on Kaisa. What is Wasianiverson?
That's the perception deception.
This is really hard.
Yeah, I think the tournament I casted with Balotelli, he actually played. I think he won, at least the day that I cast him. We got Melvin and Balotelli, and
what if he rolls Blitz Hook?
Remain.
Hook?
Oh wait, I guess I would hook the Viego. Wait, can we see like what he rolls on the Raider spoils or no?
Nope.
I'm all in.
Sometimes you just gotta go for it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit play. Garanol starts right away.
I feel really unsure about. This is the first fight I actually feel unsure about.
Thanks, Amorous, for the subscription. Appreciate you on that one. That's a no-shiv difference if I've ever seen it. Balotelli loses it out. Is Melvin the winner that you picked? Yes, it is. Now it's all about how many units were remaining and how many points that you guessed. Ooh, this is interesting. I wonder if we're going to get the same kind of point spread here and if anyone's going to get some bonus points. $500 from Milala, 2 there, Wasian there. Bosso gets the bonus points on this one, though. 200 points going your way based on that wager. Really good work, everyone, except Milala on that last, until the last one. But you hit the 500 there. That was like the perfect time to do it. So Milala, were you like, how positive were you on this one? Were you throwing the 500 because you had to, or because you knew?
Oh no, I didn't know. Well, the only thing I knew was that if I didn't get this 500, I was gonna lose anyway.
Love to see it. And then we're gonna see the total scores here in just a second. 2650, 2150, 2500. 500 points still is the separation from first and third, but the names are just a little bit different this time. With Bossoskills, who is trailing behind literally the entire time, now in first place. What's it like to be on top, Bosso?
You know, it's nice. Everything eventually, like, there's a little luck involved in most games, but, you know, eventually, like, the regress to the mean, like, the luck will even out, and, you know, naturally I'll just rise back to the top. All I'm saying is this is the first game that actually is, like, a TFT skill, so, like, you know, Milala, he's, like, the king of whatever Mickey Mouse, like, oh, he knows all the lore, woohoo, he's guessing the trivia questions, yay! And we get to TFT, and all of a sudden, yo, what's going on, bro? Like, can you guess this? Are you even trying to win, man? Like, come on. You know, so, like, as soon as we get to the actual TFT, you know who's gonna win.
Okay, so, I mean, those were some fighting words specifically to Milala and not Wasian, which I thought was fun.
Well, Wasian got 3 right. Wasian got 3 right, so it's not that bad.
So, Milala, do you have what is your response to the absolute grilling you just experienced?
I mean, honestly, like, I honestly got railed at that section, is all I'm gonna say. But there's still one more section left, and all I know is that I'll finish strong.
All right, and then Wasian, you know, honestly, some people might want to be in second place at this point, right? They know how much they need to get to, and you know you're not in last place. This is going to be more of like a question and answer, like traditional game show situation. So are you better or worse at answering like with a time limit, would you say?
Maybe a bit worse, but I mean, everyone's a bit worse, so it just depends how much it affects all of us.
All right, so arguably, I think this is still the closest game that we've had ever in the 3 seasons that we've done this so far in terms of getting the point spread into the last round, just 500. And folks, everyone's Twitters are on the screen right now. Everyone here is going to be has been awesome on the show. They all stream, and they also are all, in my opinion, some of the best up-and-coming players in TFT at the moment. Take the compliment, guys. Don't look so awkward. And please follow them because they're going to be worth the follow, if I say so myself. There they are once again. But I only say that because we get to the serious section right now. This is the last game, and it is called Hyper Roll. Like I said, this is the finals. There's nothing more after this unless we get a tie. And honestly, if there is a group of people that might tie, it might be this one. So you're only going to get 15 seconds to answer secretly. All right? So we're going to ask you the questions, and you're going to answer secretly in your Discord channel. Every question answered correctly earns 250 points. So to just make up that 500 that you need, Milala, it's only 2 extra questions past Bossoskills after his elimination if he gets there, right? So if you get it right, you get 250 points. If you get it wrong, you get a strike. After 3 strikes, you're eliminated from the game completely. So if you're in first place, you just want to answer questions longer than everyone else, and you'll stay in first place. I think Wasian needs 1 more over Bosso, and Milala needs 2 in order to secure the win. There are going to be 20 questions total. We've never hit all 20, but you never know. And we keep going until either all the questions are answered or everyone gets 3 strikes. There is a tiebreaker round if we do need that, like I said, but as of right now, the questions start easy and then get more difficult. Are you all ready? All right, I'm going to take the silence as a yes, and we move on to our last and final game and the first question of Hyper Roll. Here we go. 20 seconds. Remember, you're answering through Discord. The keyword shred reduces what? The keyword shred reduces what? Nine seconds remaining. Okay, let's see what your answers were. I took a little gander. They are all the same. So either everyone is going to get the wrong answer or everyone is going to get the right answer. Let's see which side of the coin that is. Magic Resist the correct answer. The anticipation, yes it is! Wasian will accept Magic Resistance. Alright, let's go ahead and go to question number 2. Morgana's hero augment, Fear is Freedom, allows her to send out how many additional Dark Bindings per cast? How many additional Dark Bindings per cast? Timer's already going. If all of you answer fast, we'll just go ahead and push it. Everyone answered 1. Is either everyone right or is everyone wrong? We've actually had a situation where everyone's been wrong this early, but that is not happening today. That is correct. Let's go ahead and go to question number 3. Remember, these will get more difficult as we move on. What determines how many items your Infiniteam unit copy gets? 20 seconds starts now. What determines how many items your Infiniteam unit copy gets? Remember to answer everything in the form of an answer. All right, that's it. Oh, someone's getting a strike. Is it amount of augments, stage, and number of augments? Who is right? Is stage correct or is number of augments correct? Let's see. 1 per augment. Stage, you know, you could have... I think you could have debated stage into some points, but the word that is wrong. It is 1 per augment. Let's go ahead and go to question 4. You need all those strikes, but you are behind right now, Milala. At what health percentage will Fiddlesticks come alive and fight? 20 seconds. At what health percentage will Fiddlesticks come alive? Come alive! I don't know why I did that. All right. Stage.
God, I think I got this one wrong.
Me too.
Yeah, could you imagine at like stage 7 Morgana throwing 7 Dark Bindings out? Okay, at what... Okay.
Percentage,
Milala,
man. 2/3%.
Okay.
Well, like
give me... You have to give me the... Okay, what is 2/3 in a percentage? What is
it's
it?
like I can't, like 66.67, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, that is your answer, 66.6. What is the correct answer? What percentage? You gave us a fraction.
I know.
40, 60... It is 70%. It just always seems like my Fiddlesticks like blows right past it before it even gets to ult. All right, 2 strikes from Milala, and you needed 2 extra questions over Wasian and Bossoskills with 1 each. Question number 5. 4 ace allows enemies to be executed under what percent of health?
No more fractions.
No more fractions. I mean, you could put a fraction down if you like knew the actual equation behind it, but 2/3 is definitely not a percentage.
My math degree is going to waste.
Wait, you have a math degree?
Yeah.
Surprising.
And you said 2/3 as a percent? All right, it's 30% is the correct answer. Everyone's still alive. Man, Milala, you need them to get some questions wrong. Let's see. That math degree will continue to act like my music degree and be unused. Number 6. Let's go. What is the internal cooldown on each laser core drone proc?
Bullshit.
Goodbye,
Things
friends.
are getting specific, huh?
Let's go, baby. That's what I like to see.
What is the internal cooldown on each laser core drone proc? Remember, this is for $500 and a golden spatula.
Asian's gonna
One
be making
or
some
two
nice scrambled
questions.
I'm actually only 90% sure, but
only 90%.
Cool.
All right, let's see those answers. 1.5, 0.4, and 0.4. So, Milala, when was the last time you played Laser Core?
Probably yesterday.
1.5 is really long for a cooldown for each of those. Unfortunately, you have been eliminated. It started with stage and ended with 1.5 seconds for each laser core drone proc. All right, we're still tied. Basso, Wasian, you are very, very close. I think Wasian only needs to answer one additional question. Basso was in the lead. Let's go to question number 7. Which base stat does Guard Breaker give? It could be... Yeah, which base stat does Guard Breaker give? Stats. Which base stats does Guard Breaker give? No emphasis on the last S there on stats for absolutely no reason, right? All right, 0 seconds remain. Let's see if y'all got all of the answers correct. We'll throw them up there in just a second. All right, this is getting pretty intense. AD AP health crit eliminated. AD AP health crit, and that is the correct answer for everyone. All right, I think we're going to get pretty high here. Let's keep going. Question number 8. As stated by the parallel trait, Ezreal learns from his older, redacted self.
Oh, God.
What is within the redacted part of the As stated by the parallel trait,
I think
Ezreal
I've put
learns
parallel on my board like one time this entire set. Literally
from
once.
his older, more handsome.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you got it right.
I think it's so funny that the man who's been wearing the same shirt since high school, who would 100% call himself more handsome, I think, at this point, got the answer correct. This is working out really good for Bossoskills, playing possum the whole time, and then coming out on top maybe at the end. Just one strike for Wasian remains. Question number 9, folks. How many shots does the active part of Lucian's ability fire? How many shots does the active part of Lucian's ability fire and almost assuredly miss the person it's aiming against?
I think Wasian probably knows this.
6 seconds.
This guy clicked this unit like 75,000 times in 2 matches ago.
Wait, it's 4? Oh my god.
I think it's 4.
Wait, it's 4. Come in. Who said that? The dead don't speak. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to question 10. Who is the champion, only champion to have 55 max mana? What an interesting number. Who is the only champion to have 55 max mana?
It's looking good. It's looking good.
I have no fucking clue. I actually have no idea.
I think we've only gotten to double-digit questions like 2 or 3 times. I think Frodan got to like 13 or 14 or something. So we're getting up there.
It would be a Star Guardian, because why else would you have 55? But I can't think of a Star Guardian with 55 base mana.
All right, let's see what your answer was. Ash, Ezreal, who is the only champion to have 55 max mana? You're also flexing on us because you didn't need to put the underground. Ezreal would have been just fine. All right, you get that
question. Because he loves this comp, man. He's been telling me Ezreal's broken for 2 patches. It's not fair.
This is intense, and we're not even camping, folks. Let's go to number 11. 4 quick draw bonus shots deal how much % total damage?
Wait, total damage?
Yep. Total damage. 4.
Wait, you mean like the number in the tooltip, or like we have to do some math here?
It's the one that's on the when you hover over the synergy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure we're both getting this. Unless they nerfed it last patch, because I haven't played this one. I played 3 games on this one.
4 quick draw,
Come on.
bonus shots.
Show me
Deal how
something
much
good.
percentage?
Please tell me they didn't nerf it this patch.
All right, because everything is so close and we just want to make sure everything is a-okay, we're just going to triple check because this literally will come down to one question if your answers are different. So.
Oh.
That sounds like I got it wrong.
That's not good for Bosso Town.
That sounds good for me. Okay, I think it used to be 180% and they buffed it to 220%. That's what I think.
Oh, well, I put 220, so.
Oh, I
you
put
220
as
with
well.
the same answer.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we're still getting that confirmation.
I think the breakpoints are like 60, 140, 220.
I literally just played this today, so it's funny that it showed up here.
It was 70, 140, 220.
Or maybe it's 70.
You can do that for bonus points.
All right.
That's okay.
220, 220, eliminated. The answer is 220, folks. Question number 12. How many units traits were changed in set 8.5?
What do you mean units traits were changed? Like how many units have different
traits now? Yep, that have been affected in any type of way with their traits being changed, whether they be added or taken away. How many units traits were changed in set 8.5? This is intense. I'm like actually nervous. I'm not even playing for $500 when it comes to our 2 remaining players. Milala, how you feeling? You doing good over there? You need some
I'm
snacks
chilling.
for your son?
Honestly, I'm rooting for
All right.
Bosso because like he didn't get enough prize money at mid-set because he went 3rd, so he kind of gets it. It's all good.
I'm so unsure of this answer.
Okay, let's see. Are we going to get an elimination? First, I'm curious to see if your answers are the same, and then if anyone got it right.
Yeah, I put
Woo!
4.
4.
Oh, I think Wage is wrong for sure.
2. We're definitely getting an elimination here.
Underground
Are we
Ezreal.
gonna get
Diego.
Okay.
7?
7?
They're a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Well,
So-
all I know is as soon as I saw that I knew there were more than 2, so I knew as long as he got it wrong, I'm
Wait,
fine.
who are they? Diego, Ezreal?
Diego, Ezreal, MF Vayne. MF Vayne, Kaisa.
Oh,
Oh, wait, that's
Kaisa.
5. I just counted 5
Yeah,
and
Kaisa
said
is
4.
not a recon anymore.
Oh, Recon.
Ash.
Yeah, Janna.
Oh,
Janna. Oh, Janna.
Oh.
And then Ezreal as well. Because of quick draw. Yeah. Anyway, so
I
that's
forgot
it.
Recon.
I think we
my
know
dumbass
who won.
put Vayne because of recon, and I
We're
didn't
gonna
get the
go
other
ahead and
ones.
get. We're gonna go ahead and get the totals here in just a second and declare a winner. But one thing we know for sure is that it's not Milala. So Milala, it was awesome having you here. Before we get to the winner screen, I just wanna thank you for being here. And my last question to you before we get to the final winner screen is, how'd you feel today? Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun. It was a lot more fun when I was winning, but just watching one of my friends take the crown. It's also very, very sweet.
All right, awesome. So, and then Wasian, I think we might know what's coming up. That was super close. Literally, if you had like bet 250 more during the gambling, or got like even one of the units remaining correct, this could be a different story based on my gut. But do you regret how you played the game at all now that we're here at the end?
I can't believe I got that dish soap question wrong. Like, I literally watched the VOD, and then as soon as I submitted my answer, I realized that he lost 1 fight before he won the game.
All right, and then Bosso, I think we know what might be happening here in just a second. But is this what you expected? Because I think it might have been.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I just said that for show. I didn't actually expect to win. I thought honestly Milala would win, because I remember like in the like show bloopers, there's like the question about like how many sets Lulu was in. I was like, I didn't really play many of the earlier sets, so I thought Milala would just like run us over, to be honest. And so, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad to have won. And like after watching some of the answers Milala was giving, it's not as surprising to me, but you know. At least Wasianiverson put up a good fight, so we had a respectful 2-man race for first.
I think
not like-
Milala would have been eliminated twice in that last segment.
You know, 6 strikes and you're out, and you still probably would have ended with the same amount of points. But it's funny because Milala was in second literally the whole time, I think, up until the end. So that was close. Let's go ahead and see those final scores and see who the champion of today's first or eighth. And it is going to be Bossoskills winning that $500 and that golden spatula. Congratulations. And it was less, it looks like, than 200 points. It really was just one extra question there, Wasian. So, man, you won a tournament, though, so you're probably just vibing. You always have that over the other two. But anyway, before we move on, in the tradition of first or eighth, everyone who finishes in eighth has to say something nice about the winner in a first place. So we're going to go ahead and start with Milala. Say something nice about your friend Bossoskills.
No, I'm really glad that Bossoskills won, and I really think that's a really great shirt, bro.
Some backhanded.
Wait, what? This is straight up, bro.
And so before we leave, we saw your Twitter, but what's like your stream schedule and anything else you'd like us to know before we head out?
Oh, wait, I don't really.
Yeah, Milala.
Okay, I might stream before or like leading up to regionals, but I'm not too sure on that. But during regionals, you guys can definitely watch my stream at Milala TFT.
All right. Awesome. Cool. And then Wasian, same thing. Say something nice about Bosso.
Congrats on not coming third for once.
Doesn't sound that very nice at all.
I know, right? You might need some new friends. That was really good, though. It's amazing what you can get away with if you're just funny. Wasian, also same thing to you. Where can we find you? Do you have a stream schedule? And are you prepping for anything also in the future?
Oh yeah, my Twitch is Wasianiverson TFT. I'm in exams until like this Saturday. After that, I'll probably be back to streaming pretty consistently. And yeah, that's about it.
Awesome, Wasian, not just good at TFT, also good at school, I'm assuming, and also I hate you for that. You also seem like a good person. Why do you get all this? Why do you get all this good stuff, Wasian? Other than winning today, I guess, because the winner right now is Bossoskills. The floor is yours. You get a free minute to 2 minutes to kind of talk whatever you like to talk as the champion. The floor is yours.
So I'm like supposed to talk shit or like, you know?
Yeah, it's it's up to you. You can talk about you, what you're working on. You can say something nice about Milala or Wasian if you want. It is totally up to you.
I think I'll just, return the favor then, Milala had like a pretty impressive run until we got to like actual TFT questions. Then, it kind of fell apart and, Wasianiverson, kind of similar thing, just played it a little safe, but you never really fear him, so I kind of knew I had it in the bag. He's just like an afterthought to me, But I'm supposed to say something nice. Nice try,
I mean,
guys.
they didn't really try that hard with you, I guess. So I think that's fair. And then the last thing, Bosso, that I want to ask you is like, it's pretty well known that y'all play TFT together. You're part of one of the study groups, for example. Did you notice anything in the way they played first or eighth that they might that they also play TFT in that they could maybe get better at?
Oh, I mean,
any similarities?
Okay, this is like a really funny thing about Milala, that like he's like his little comedy bit that he does, like when he's in fights and he thinks he's like gonna win, he's like, oh, I'm gonna lose, like in his all little sarcastic voice. I thought he was like doing it for jokes, and like he doesn't actually think he's gonna lose like unlosable fights. But after that segment, like I might not be so convinced anymore. I thought it was all a little joke, but I guess he just really sucks at reading boards.
Like those were actually authentic emotions that you were listening to.
Yeah, and apparently I learned that Wasianiverson has a really, really bad memory, so he might want to take his VOD review sessions a little more seriously if he's
I watched the stream, gets it wrong.
I worry for his regionals performance if he's just gonna like VOD review people and then just not remember how the VODs go. It's quite worrying for the sake of North America going to Worlds. So I hope for his sake he gets a little better at that.
You know what? And as the winner, they can't respond to this either. Out of the three of you, who's going to finish the highest at regionals?
Oh, I mean, some things just don't have to be said,
Gotcha. All right. Well, Bossoskills, you are $500 richer, but most importantly, also receiving a golden spatula. Like you said, sometimes you don't have to say it in order to know it. Bosso putting himself out there, gonna be potentially the highest performing member in regionals for North America. And honestly, good luck, folks. You're all going to compete for a spot at Worlds. I think, Wasian, you're already there, right? So, I'm so excited to see what kind of play that you guys are going to do. I'm really excited to watch y'all play as well. We have LCQ coming up this weekend, and then we have regionals coming up where you're going to see these three duke it out even more for even more prize money and more bragging rights, not just within them, but also in the entirety of TFT. And for Bossoskills, our winner, I love that only his social media stuff is up here. It's like, that's so funny to me. It's totally exactly how I want this to go. And then we have Milala, and we also have Wasian here. Thank you so much for participating. That was an awesome episode. Y'all did such a great job. Some really funny moments as well. I've been your host, Boopasaurus, here on First or Eighth, the show where if you don't finish first, you are eighth. We'll see you for the next one.